Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Jon Clay, VP of Threat Intelligence here at Trend Micro, and welcome to episode 22 of Trend Talks Threat Research. In today's episode, I want to talk about a project that Trend Micro researchers have been doing since basically 2011. We've been analyzing and studying the criminal undergrounds around the world, and we just published our 50th publication in this series that started, like I said, back in 2011. The latest one is on the Russian speaking underground series. But we put a page together, and I'll link to that page in the show notes. You'll be able to go and look at all of the previous research that we've done in this area. Why this is important is what this does for Trend Micro and for our customers is help us better understand what the adversaries are doing. What are the cyber criminals doing in the underground marketplaces? So we analyze what goods and services they're being sold and bought and sold in the undergrounds. We get into forums so that we understand what conversations are happening within these adversaries. Give you a couple of examples. Back in the day when cryptocurrency just started to become a big thing, we were hearing comments in the forums about how to mine cryptocurrency illegally, essentially. So what they were looking at is what types of systems were the best to do the mining for and how you would get access to those systems. They don't want to buy their own, so what they would do is obviously compromise others' systems out there to do the mining for them. They would install a crypto mining software, malware on those systems. So we heard very early on that this was probably going to be a big deal moving forward. So from that research, we started to identify ways to detect crypto miners in our software to help our customers identify them and detect them and block them. Other areas that we've seen just recently in AI, a lot of discussions around jailbreaking and how to jailbreak some of the legitimate AI products that are out there. So we knew early on that that was an area that they would be putting a lot of emphasis in. Instead of creating their own AI tools, they just jailbreak an existing tool, legitimate tool, and use it for their own uses. But, this page goes through all of them, like I said, back in 2011. And in fact, the Russian underground, the first publication we did was back in 2012. So we've been looking at the Russian underground market for a long time. Some of the key highlights this year, what we have published just recently was the Spanish-speaking underground, the Russian-speaking underground, and the English-speaking underground. And each one of those is somewhat unique. The Spanish-speaking underground uses a lot of information. Actually, they go and buy a lot of stuff from the Russian underground. That's one of the things that we saw pretty clearly out there in the world of underground marketplaces. Depending on what you wanted to buy and sell, a lot of people went to the Russian underground, even though they didn't speak Russian, because there's a lot of good stuff that is being sold in the Russian underground. On the English side, what was interesting is back in 2015, the last time we published a research about it, the two top items that were being sold were guns and ammo and drugs. So that was back in 2015. Fast forward to 2025, what we are finding now is actually access as a service offering. So the top option being sold in that underground. So each of these underground reports can give you a really good sense of what's going on in those areas of the world and within those marketplaces. It can help you as an organization to better understand how these adversaries could target you and what they could target you by. So definitely recommend, if you're interested in looking at this type of research, that you can go to that page and you can look up a lot of the historical data as well as the newest data that we have in the different underground markets. So again, what this does for Trend Micro and our customers is help us to understand the adversary better. What are they doing? What are they selling? What are they talking about? What conversations are they having? A lot of this is future looking, so that helps us to understand how to deal with it in the future when they start doing these types of activities and attacks. This group, our forward-looking threat research team, who primarily does this research, they look at it from the lens of what's going to happen in the future. And so that group also helps us with proof of concept capabilities that can help detect the stuff that we find being discussed, like I mentioned with the crypto mining malware. So all said and done, great series. Again, 50 different reports that we have published over the years. That's a massive amount of collection of information and that we share publicly for free. So feel free to go to that page. It has a link to all of them. And with that, I'm going to call it a day. I know this was a short one, but again, go to the site and the page, and you can download the reports for a lot more detailed information. So everybody have a great day, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks to talk about another research report that Trend Micro has published recently. So take care and have a safe day. Bye-bye.